If this shit crashes,
No, the audio was
Oh shit, I gotta take my shot.
take it. Yeah. I do this stuff correct. You look nervous.
About to die.
Yeah, I was wondering why you shaved it off. Oh, you look younger.
I look like a little kid.
Yeah, you look like you should be carded.
But I do get credit sometimes. Oh, there we go.
Bro, you're gonna
It's a
sweat
game,
your
dude.
ass
It's
off.
a game, player.
You wanna crack the door? If you wanna keep that on? Or no? It's gonna get warm.
Let's take a pic real quick.
Okay.
Perfect.
What's up with the Suge Knight stuff?
Suge Knight. Oh, dude. That's a dude. Come on, man.
I'm not rushing.
I got a
I'm
lot
just
of-
asking what's up with
I
it.
got a lot of computers.
I'm just asking if it computer issues.
Yeah.
What's going on?
My laptop,
Crash.
it did crash
Mm.
halfway, and it
Okay.
deleted my Photoshop, my Adobe Cloud, whatever it
Mhm.
was. I reinstalled it, and it says I can't.
You have
Okay.
home insurance?
Home?
Yeah, home
Yeah,
or renter's
renters.
insurance.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you do. Call me a renter's insurance.
Uh huh.
Didn't you leave it in the garage on top of the dryer?
Yeah.
Okay, you left the door ajar. You left it in the garage on top of the dryer. You should claim that. They'll take care of it.
Yeah. I need
No.
one of those new joints.
They'll literally take care of it. Yeah. That's their job.
I love having black friends.
It ain't have nothing to do with black.
All right, let's
What's
get
your
it.
renter's insurance?
Let's get it popping.
All right, let's go.
Holy night.
All
Is
right,
that even a
so,
song?
Yeah.
no, it's a cult song. They sing it right
It's a
before
clan.
they take
It's a
the
clan song. Oh, you recognize that song from?
I seen it on
He
CBS.
said he was singing it the wrong way in the wrong
No.
tone.
No. Jesus.
Hey guys, it's
Hey.
been a fun week.
Not really.
Really fun week.
It's been a scary week.
You been scared, Travis? Why are you scared, man?
You know, I just know what's gonna pop off. So
I know what's gonna pop off too, man. Listen,
Yeah. But you really want to know how I'm scared?
yeah, I do.
Honestly.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Okay, so in life, there's things that like most people are afraid of in situations. And in this situation, y'all motherfuckers scared of this.
Dang, you,
So
you got
this week-
Blackzilla on us
I
real
got
fast.
This guy switched it real quick.
It's like a black old '60s film. So this is
Don't
Patron
like-
Silver. Most people only have this around what, their birthday? Take a couple shots.
Yeah,
It's like the traditional
Yeah, if
birthday
you're 21.
shot. There's a lot of people that are 21. Yeah, we're not hating you because you're young. It's okay. I like the young people. But anyways, Silver Patron.
Yeah,
But I like to drink it straight.
that's nasty.
So what we're gonna do first?
I'll be honest with you before you say anything.
Oh my God, here it goes.
And if you can't hear me, it's because I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah, you're wearing a mask.
I'm wearing a mask.
I didn't even notice.
I just don't think that.
Everyone's washed their hands, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just went and washed it.
Cool.
Ooh,
Just take a selfie.
yeah.
Fuck, man. Like
These are
Travis.
baby shots.
Yeah,
These are
they-
baby shots.
And I brought those in
Yeah.
here on purpose, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Otherwise, I'm probably gonna pee.
So I got new information about the coronavirus.
Yo, okay. So we've had a fun week. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Christian, are you okay?
He's not.
I can't breathe.
That's one of the symptoms.
Yep.
Crap.
So,
Hey, dude, what is this?
bro, it's a good luck shot. Whenever
Travis.
you pop a bottle of Patron, you
No.
have to take a shot.
Yeah, but look, you poured mine.
That's
the
not a
biggest one.
rule, man.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. Because this is like my arch enemy here, Patron. This is insane, to be honest.
Yeah, same here. But I'm
Alright.
gonna do it.
Here we
'Cause
go.
I got to do it.
Let's
okay,
go.
so I'm gonna take my mask off
Oh
now.
my God. Okay.
Okay.
This guy.
And if we're social distancing, we're fine. Okay? Or everybody hold their breath. So once you take the shot, close your mouth and keep it
Okay.
shut.
Okay.
Don't let any droplets out. That's how it spreads.
Is
Take
that
the
how
shot,
it spreads?
That's
shake
how it
the-
So the reason why I got Patron because I heard that this is what combats COVID-19.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. The alcohol, because the virus lives in your throat, the Patron sends it straight to its death in the gut, of your stomach where it's destroyed by the acid troops.
You know what? You know what?
Oh man.
I'll drink to that. Salud, my G's.
Salute to
Hey,
the acid troops.
Look at I don't have any facial hair. I look like I look so weird right
You
now.
look sus right now.
Super. Okay, I'm stalling, but yeah, it's all right. Here we go.
All right, so no one likes to drink Patron straight, obviously.
Dude, that was.
So here you go, brother. Let me set you up for success.
What
Got a
is
little
this?
squirt. It's it's a can. I got a little.
I have to drink
You
it,
need
son.
a chaser? Jesus. Here you go. We got a little squirt here,
Trap, I'm telling you, man. It's like the worst.
It's like I'm suffocating.
but here you go.
Oh, what is
That
this?
is pineapple juice.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So
Hey,
we
you know what?
have,
This is actually a very good drink.
So we
Yeah,
have
it is.
squirt,
We got squirt, pineapple juice, and a lot of imagination.
grapefruit,
I'm not a bartender. You know what I
pineapple,
mean?
Hey.
Patron.
If,
It's
you,
grapefruit flavored,
if
so
you're-
it gives it a little tang.
if you're pouring a drink,
Yeah,
you're a bartender.
exactly. Here you go. I'm
Look
gonna
me
set
up,
y'all up. There you go.
Thank you.
Got one more ice?
Sure.
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay. Water it down already? Okay.
Just like the
Wow.
bars.
See?
Not my bars.
See?
We're 100%.
Okay.
Not 79.
Oops, sorry.
All right. Jesus.
Missed that one.
I'm burning up, dude. This is ridiculous.
Alright, so what I like to do is straight up pineapple and tequila. So that's what I'm rolling.
All
And
right.
then I add the squirt to just refresh it as I
Alright.
go. You know? So pineapple first, cover the ice.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you want some. You want some?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna put some tequila in there first.
Go.
Right?
Oh, you put the tequila first?
You know?
Nah, I put it after. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah.
All the time with every drink?
Most of the time.
Reverse guy.
Yeah.
Reverse. I've never seen this.
I've never stop. I never heard of that in my life.
Just me.
Okay, wait.
To each
Okay.
his own.
I hear you. But when you eat cereal,
Yeah. Milk
you-
first or cereal first?
right?
Cereal first.
For real?
Why would you put the milk first?
no, just making sure because wait, sir, you said cereal.
Cereal
first?
first.
Oh yeah,
then
yeah.
milk.
Okay.
yeah.
But
You're not
with
that
the
weird.
With the juices, this is my method of pouring my drinks. There's a method to the madness.
Okay.
When you
I
put
got
the alcohol
I'm sorry.
first, you put the juice, and then the juice kind of just like, you know, fucks with the drink. I think. You know, I can't
Okay.
really see how much I'm pouring, but when I do the alcohol second, I see how much I'm pouring and what I want to go by how light the liquid gets on the bottom.
That makes no sense.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
god,
hey,
that's intense.
hey. Needed it math before people got smart.
Okay. Good.
Oh shit, make it down.
Let's let me try this because
Yeah, try that shit.
I'm leery.
We got a Patron?
Yeah, man, I can't drink this shit. I'm telling you.
Dude,
this is
what do you
not-
mean you can't drink it?
I
You're
haven't-
Spanish. This is
Excuse
a
me.
Spanish drink.
I'm Latin X.
Patron.
No, I'm not Latin X.
Patron.
Patron.
This is
You know
your
what that means?
shit, man. Yeah. What does it mean?
Was it? I'm
It
asking
means you can't drink this shit.
Right.
Alright, y'all got a lot of juice in your glass.
Well, dude, I haven't ordered.
Patron?
It's literally in 10 years.
That's
from
what's
a
up.
bar.
Well,
Or
yeah,
I'd be like, hey, you know what? I feel like
I'm already feeling it.
I feel like a Patron. Like,
Yeah.
hell no. No.
No.
No?
I'm not. First of all, I'm not a tequila guy.
Really?
This ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Same here.
I never was on like cheap tequila. Okay,
Mhm.
with all due respect to Patron, and thank you for
Mhm.
bringing the drinks today. But I don't drink
Talking
this.
shit the whole
I
time.
don't drink this. I don't drink this.
I'm
shit.
grateful.
Listen, and so I gave up on tequila. I was like, oh hell no! Like we would usually take a shot like we were already 3-4 beers in and be like,
Right.
let's take a shot. Patron it is.
Mhm.
And we used to do that with Izzy. That was his go-to. Like he wanted to toss
Izzy?
it up real quick. And I was like, okay, dude, you want to do Patron? Let's do it. It's your first week out of the house.
Right.
Like, we could do this. So that was like at least 10 years ago.
Cause
But
he was like real Hispanic.
he's still Hispanic.
Yeah, but he's like an OG Hispanic.
He's Mexican, Travis.
Like Lobo Hispanic.
Lobo?
Lobo.
You don't know about Lobo?
Lobo.
So shout out to my Lobo gangsters out there.
What is it, New Mexico State?
Yes. No, that's straight from Mexico.
Wow. That's interesting. You know what Lobo means?
Ford.
Ford?
That's what it means.
It means wolf.
Ford.
Wolf?
Wolf.
So why they call a Ford Lobo? That's what
A
they
Ford
call
Lobo.
Fords in Mexico, Lobo. L-O-B-O.
No,
No?
I've never heard about that.
Yeah, you need to take a trip.
No, I'm not going anywhere with
They
this.
got factory jobs open right
Yeah.
now.
Manufacturing those
For
N95s. Those N95Ns.
N95.
N95 or
N95.
Ah! I see what you did there. That was very good.
You know what? This isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, y'all gonna be loose in about
Mm-mm.
20 minutes, bro.
I'm not getting loose, man. I'm gonna
Come on, man.
All right,
What
relax,
the-
relax.
You know what? We do this once a week.
Okay, you're right.
You know?
Give me the bottle.
There's no bars open right now.
You're
so
right.
like, come on, this is where I need to live.
Because usually after this, we go have
There
a
you go.
bite,
I'm not even gonna cork it again. Just leave it open.
and but we haven't been able to do that for a couple weeks.
Exactly. I missed that, man.
already.
Because that's where some of our best ideas and suggestions come from.
Yeah, and they've all been tremendous ideas. So, dude. Okay, low key, like on
You
Saturday.
really can't do Patron.
No, I can't. So, like on Saturday,
I'm telling you.
I was starting to wig out.
What about you?
I don't know. I don't drink it, but I am gonna drink it, and I
I'm gonna
will
drink
drink
this.
it.
I got the right drink then.
Yeah, like
You did.
I'm thinking about it too much.
Get this
so, like,
chocolate off your
For this
drink.
shit, like I was kind of wigging out on Saturday a little bit.
Why? What's going on?
I was just kind of stressing out. I was getting a lot of anxiety. Basically,
Saturday. What happened Saturday?
it was just because I was here all day.
No.
It was like, it was the
oh,
weekend.
it wasn't. It didn't feel like a
The
Saturday.
weekend hit.
You're in the
Yeah.
studio all
Yeah.
week, all day, huh?
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But I came when I was home
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Everything kind of started. The dust settled here at the house,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I don't feel well.
Yeah.
So I started locking all the
Were you
windows.
dusty?
No. So I started locking all the windows. I started doing perimeter checks.
Yo,
back.
why am I so focused on security at my house right now?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I let the dogs out for 5 minutes,
Yup.
and I was like, okay, get it back in the house. Hurry. Put that shit back in your butt. You ain't got no time for that. And then I was on the couch, or I was at the table. I was eating Oreos because I eat my feelings.
That's so American.
Yeah, right. And so Oreos and milk. And
You know what's funny? I'm gonna call you Slim Thick when I got here.
Wow. That's whack. That's nasty. That's whack, Travis. That's the ugliest name I've ever been told. Hey, it make no sense. None.
Does it?
Zero.
I'm just joking.
Okay, maybe. Alright. I'm a little thick in the butt. I got those runners, those runner buns.
Mm.
There we go.
This is beautiful. We're not even 15 minutes.
Yo, I'm sweating. I'm wearing like a Chewbacca costume.
Yo, tell us about the outfit. What's good?
I just thought,
What was your fashion inspiration?
Well, no, I'll be honest with you. Like,
Space.
it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like with the whole pandemic
give me my
shit.
space.
The whole pandemic
Oh,
shit.
okay.
If I had I don't have one of those hazmat suits.
Right.
So this is like the next best
Yo,
thing.
I
This is
have
like
one.
This is like a onesie.
Yeah, I had the OG blue dot hazmat suit.
Give me
in
that.
the house.
I need that. I need
Yes,
I
you
need
may
to go,
borrow it.
I need to
Give
go,
me that.
I need to go
Trying to
shopping.
rob me?
I need to go shopping.
That's where you started.
Give me that.
So I'm sporting a
The
onesie, man. Like this is
The
as close
Paramount
as,
is coming out here.
as close as I can get to a hazmat suit. I mean, it's hot as fuck, but
Yeah.
damn, I look fly.
Yeah, but at least you'll sweat out the virus.
That's true. I'll sweat it out.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, man, Saturday was whack until so I was sitting on the couch on the table eating my fucking Oreos, whatever it was.
Right.
And I heard a thud. This was in my
A what?
notes. A thud. And I run.
You run. What? Are you
No, I run
running
to get my gun
Okay.
Which one?
because I had just loaded it up.
Which one?
No, just Travis, I can't.
I like guns.
The government's listening.
I know, but they don't have to know.
My rubber band gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one. With the clip and the 45 bullets.
The one I keep in the kids' nursery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. In my
Wow.
in my,
Under their pillow.
I know, right?
Damn.
Sorry, Johnny.
daddy needs his rubber band gun.
Dad.
Go back to bed.
She's like, I loaded it for you.
And you know what? It's funny because I went.
Yeah.
There's a. Okay, I don't want to disclose too much about
Yeah.
my location.
Yeah.
But so I went to a certain place and there was a door that wasn't locked,
In your house?
and I remember unlocking it.
In your house?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just bugging out.
The
I
bathroom?
was bugging out. Yeah.
Bathroom?
Yeah. So I was bugging out, and so that it just kind of like my heart was racing, and then I went to sleep. I woke up straight up from my dead sleep, choking as fuck. Yeah. And so I stayed up for another 2 hours and finally fell asleep.
You don't do the tripwire thing?
Yeah, no, I have.
So I randomly place fishing line throughout the backyard.
Yeah.
It's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
But if you were to see it or feel it or trip over it, you
Yeah.
would freak out. So like across the doors, I run a line of fishing line right around chest level. So if
Oh,
anyone's
yeah.
approaching the door, they
Yeah.
hit that line. They're like, oh shit,
And what does it do?
nothing.
Oh, it's just a little.
Go
deterrent?
check it out. You'll see.
I can't get out of the house, Travis. I'm
Oh, that's
I'm
right,
on
right,
quarantine
right,
right,
right.
now.
No, I got a couple survival books, and there's some small things you can do to protect your home, your property. That's cost efficient,
Yeah.
very efficient,
Okay, I need to
very
get in
deadly.
that. I need to get on
Yeah,
that.
I'll let
because,
you borrow the book. It's
okay, cool.
super simple. It's
Is
like
it- is
each
it,
one is like $25 to $50.
Is it a
Deadly shit.
Is it a PDF? Can you send me a PDF?
It's not a PDF, but I have the book. As long as you return books.
Can you scan it and send a PDF to me?
No, you asking too much right now.
No, but man, listen, we're on lockdown, bro.
We are.
Yeah, okay, listen, real quick. Hey, let's go through this shit.
Yeah,
because-
let's go.
because this is important.
Yeah, let's stay
And
on
we're
track.
gonna keep it light today because we want to get into some fun shit.
You haven't even sipped your drink.
Dude, I'm sipping my drink. Relax,
No,
Holmes.
I'm just saying, you haven't even touched it.
I'm talking, dude. I'm talking.
okay. I
Dang,
thought it was
Chef.
with gloves.
Dang,
This is my glove. So listen. So they're calling it.
Angelo over here.
So they're calling it stay at home,
Mhm.
which is just a nuance because
Okay.
it's fucking martial law.
Yeah, the shelter in place.
Yeah, shelter,
Yeah.
stay at home. It's fucking a nuance.
Keep
It's-
your ass at home.
Yeah, but it's martial law.
Mhm.
It's fucking they're
It's
infringing.
basically martial law.
It is. It's just
Well,
another
there's
name.
no National Guard yet.
They're here,
Where?
and they're saying, hey, you can't go to the fucking beach,
Right.
bitch, because we're.
As you should, all you idiots out there
But
going to
hold
the
on,
beach, like,
but hold
no,
on.
come on, okay, you
But hold
touched
on.
a sensitive spot.
So, I understand you're
Yeah.
a beach lover, but
I know, I can't go.
and
fuck
if you
y'all.
can't go, what happens? Or if you when you do go, what happens? You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get fined. It's fucking martial law.
No, just the parking lots are closed.
No, the beaches are closed.
The
Laguna's
beaches are.
Laguna's
They
closed.
weren't, but they were.
Santa
They are
Monica
now.
is closed.
The
But
pier.
they weren't though before.
They weren't.
Yeah.
So this past weekend, everybody was out partying like it was fucking 4th of July.
Right.
And I was like, yo, okay. Duly noted to the law enforcement. They
Mhm.
did what they had to do, but it's nonetheless it's martial law, dude. It's just a nuance. It's called stay at home. You're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna get a fine. That's martial law, dude. And I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't really have a choice.
I do have a choice, Travis.
No.
I can go. I mean, I may get a fine,
Mhm.
but I'm out.
Mhm.
It's just like with anybody else.
What outfit are you wearing if you do go out?
In this one,
That one?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you get tased for sure. For
You
sure.
get sprayed.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me,
You
bro.
get lightsabered.
Don't Epstein me, bro.
I know, right?
So it makes me uncomfortable, man. But you
It
know what?
doesn't though. Like okay,
But a lot of people aren't even listening, anyways. They don't listen to shit.
and I respect that. I respect that because that's how you get progress. And there's always people that just are disconnected. They don't listen to the news. They don't listen to podcasts. They don't read books. They just go throughout their life and they learn through their peers. And I get that. There's a lot of people that are just like, fuck it, I got cancer anyway.
So this is something that you're saying is something I saw
Mm-hmm.
on the East Coast was in New Jersey, and like people were just wilding out, like they were having barbecues
Right.
and just hanging out, drinking,
Right.
and I was like,
Yeah, that's just
that was
ignorant
crazy.
shit right there.
and like that's like one of the hot spots for
Mm-hmm.
the spread of the coronavirus.
Yeah. I think bad decisions are made by young people because that's how we learn. You know what I mean? We make bad decisions, we learn, but this is something that you're gonna have to explain to your kids. It's like, yo, what were you doing during the
Physical
global
shutdown of
quarantine?
We're
You
podcasting.
know what I mean? Like, yeah, we were part. Well, I mean, but it's the same people. I take it that you're around the same people. I take it you're around the same people.
Yeah.
You know, I trust that you guys trust that I'm around the same
Yeah.
people. I try to minimize the people I'm around.
Right.
And even when I go around people like at work,
Yeah.
we legit keep the 6 feet rule.
Yeah.
Like there's no up front, come to my desk, come
Yeah.
talk, come in the cube, none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like we're legit like keeping away from each other.
Right.
We sanitize on a daily,
Yeah.
hourly, minute by minute basis. Like I come back, I leave my phone, I come
Yeah.
back and I sanitize that shit.
So for the last 2
Yeah.
weeks since it's kind of progressed,
Right.
like I really haven't seen anybody else except for maybe 5 people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I see the same
in total.
100 people
6
every day.
people. Okay, yeah.
I'm just
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. Santa Monica.
No, like my
Yeah.
word, like my staff last time I went to work was 5 people. and 2 of them I didn't see all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's really sad what's happening to the people that can't go to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad what's happening to the people that, you know, have older family members that they have to support. You know, a lot of people will have their grandparents at home. A lot of, you know what I respect the shit out of, and they've been shitting on a lot, is Asian culture.
Of course.
And I want to break it down. So Asian culture has the strongest respect for their elders of all cultures.
Right.
I'm not even going to debate that. Like, hands down.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's just built into them from birth. So like
Bro,
a lot of
Karate Kid, bro.
exactly a lot of phone calls that I get are from people saying, "Hey, I want to have my grandparents move in, so I might need to upgrade to like a larger unit or blah blah blah." But like their whole focus is about the past. You know what I mean? And taking care of the past, and I love that. It's a beautiful thing. It's fucked up that they're getting shitted on right now because it's a China virus. You know what I mean? Like it came from China. Like why you gotta say it like that? You know? Anyways, I'm not gonna get into
That's
that.
your boy.
What about the people
It's
that?
not my boy, bro. Stop that.
What about the people that are saying? What do you think about this? The people that post things like, "I can't go to work because I'm in this profession."
Right.
I mean, I can't stay home. Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't stay home because I'm in this profession.
I think they should be happy they have a fucking job.
Listen, I've lost out on one of my jobs
Yeah.
because one of the
It's not
jobs.
essential.
It's and also it's a small business,
Right.
and so there's no. Okay, nobody wants graphics right now for anything.
Yeah.
Nobody wants T-shirts and nobody
Right.
wants that kind of thing.
They should, but you know.
It's not important. Even me, like I always try to put myself in the consumer seat. Like
Right.
I don't want to buy any fucking shirts.
Mhm.
I don't care about that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care about no graphics. Who
Where your
cares?
toilet paper at?
Yeah.
Where the toilet paper? Where the real toilet papers at? You know what I mean?
Right.
But don't you think these people should be, like you said, happy they have a job,
I think
while the other man is at
I
home
think it's a
wishing?
50-50. It's like a love-hate situation. It's like, yo, I gotta go to work and I'm blessed to go to work, but it also puts me and my family at risk.
Yeah.
You know, some of these people that gotta go to work are fast food workers
Dude.
that are delivering food. And I bless you guys for those deliveries, but it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
The people that I admire the most, though, that have to go to work are nurses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who all you are, all the nurses out there, the RNs, the doctors, all those nurses out there that have to stay there. They're praying that we don't get so ignorant to the point where they're mandatorily made to go to work and stay at work 24 hours a day, because if it goes into the next level, that's what's going to happen. The government's going to force them to work and stay in those locations. All these senior citizen homes, same thing. You know what I mean? It's around the clock type shit. So all the nurses out there, shout out to you, because that's literally the hardest job to have right now.
Yeah, the service workers.
Yeah,
the
like you
doctors,
guys are in the
nurses.
mix. You're like in the war. You're the
And-
soldiers.
And also, not to downplay anyone else that's working, especially like the truck drivers. Like there are supply chain,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
If they stop and say, hey, you know what, we can't work anymore, man. Like we can't cross state lines anymore. We don't want to get sick. We have no food.
Right.
Straight up, we have no
Yeah.
food. And then, like earlier, I was thinking about getting Uber Eats
Right.
because like a lot of places are offering like $0 delivery.
Right.
I was like, okay, that's cool. That's kind of
Fuck you to the places that aren't offering zero. I saw one for $3.99. What?
Yeah, and it's a pandemic, bro.
Yeah.
Please just bring it.
Yeah.
I don't care about your
Price
gas.
gougers.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are the ones that say, "I can't stay home." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna skip the Uber Eats because I really don't want anybody handling my food except for
Right.
maybe one person or two people. And I was like, and what's the safest food I can buy maybe in my
Right.
rinky dink mind?
And how long does COVID-19 live on the taco?
I don't know.
Ooh.
How long does the taco live on your plate?
I know a taco will live in my valley for a day. It depends. It depends how good or
I'm
bad.
not
the
really
meat was.
afraid about the food because the acid. I joked earlier, but the acid in your stomach is what's destroying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
Right, yeah.
usually, if you ingest anything that's like, I don't want to say poisonous, but anything that's like has a germ on it or something,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get sick.
Mm-hmm.
But if it gets stuck in your nasal cavity or
Yeah.
something like that, you're
Flush daily.
flush.
They say when you leave the house, come back, wash, take a shower.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you feel like you're getting sick,
Yeah.
if you feel like your throat is itchy, or
Yeah.
you get that little twang, or not twang, but that little itch,
Mhm.
or if you feel like you just want to be super cautious, every 20 minutes drink warm liquids.
Mhm.
What it does is it washes a bulk of the virus down into your stomach,
Mhm.
so that way it destroys it.
I also heard that you can, well, not heard, but it's a fact, you can drink tonic water.
Yes.
You can drink
Carbonated water. Yeah.
dandelion tea.
Yeah. Lemon water is
Hold on,
huge.
hold on. This is proven, Travis.
I'm spitting fast. Right?
I mean, you can put some lemon in the dandelion
I know
tea.
you might. I read
No,
everything.
real
like,
talk. Lemon and water is
lemon
basically
Hey, let me ask you this. How long have you been a doctor?
17 days.
Congrats.
Since the outbreak.
Honestly, I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on TV.
I like that.
Oh,
I like
okay.
that. I've done that before.
You want to check up?
But things like that, man. I mean, there's little remedies that can that do help
Yeah.
suppress symptoms.
Yeah.
I don't want to say cure because.
Yeah. You see how that worked for Donald Trump.
Who?
You see that?
Who's that?
Donald Trump promoted something that was like low key close to a cure. Some dude took it and died.
Ooh.
But this could be fake news.
That's fake news.
I fall for this all the time.
I haven't heard anything like that.
Yeah.
So you're reading.
Anyways.
You way deep in those Facebook groups, bro.
I don't even go on Facebook.
Yo, if you go
even.
on Facebook,
I don't go on Facebook.
you should see all the
Get your
ignorant
facts
shit.
right.
All the ignorant shit that people post.
That's why I
I was
don't
like,
go on Facebook.
I don't believe it because I read
I
all of
don't
that you
know
guys
on
just said for the
Facebook.
last 5 minutes. I read every word of it, and I believe it
Yeah.
because I want to, and
Yeah.
I don't believe it because I don't want to.
believe
You know what I'm
anything.
saying?
I believe and not believe at the same level.
Exactly,
You dig? So that way, when I
exactly,
figure out that it's wrong, I can just more space for my faculty.
But I look at the
Yeah.
source and it's like
Yeah.
Rubido,
USA.
Rubido Underground News.
Yeah.
PX.org. It was like,
They
who
already
the
are
heck is
underground.
this?
He
Who the
said
heck is
underground,
this?
dude.
Oh, where did you get this?
Okay, it's time for a shot.
No.
Go ahead.
Good, Trev. Go ahead. Yeah, please.
I'm drinking it like you were doing the
See?
Mad Dog.
This is what old age does to you.
Travis, we're really not that old. 100 is old. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
There we go.
Betty White would disagree.
She'd probably take a shot.
Dude, I would.
She
You
would.
know who I would love to interview? Betty White.
What would you ask her?
Everything.
Ask
How was
her-
it in the 1800s?
Damn. Hey, have you seen young pictures of her?
You're retarded. All right, that's
She
another.
would,
All right.
but she's so sharp.
All right.
She'd be like,
Wait, let's
she
get
would come
Travis
back
forward.
at me.
What
Yeah.
else would you ask her?
I would ask her which one of the Golden Girls you hated the most.
Oh, come on, man. What else?
That's
I
tight.
would ask her when's the first time you bought a thong.
Oh, man.
I would ask her when's the first time you had sex with a black guy.
What about some old jokes? Like old
Dang.
jokes.
I would ask her.
Come on, man.
I would ask her how she felt when TV was in color.
Was that racist in her opinion?
No. She would flip it that way though, cause she's so sharp that she would see where I was coming from, and then she would get me back, and I'd be like, okay, respect, cause her mind is sharp as fuck, yo.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
healthiest thing. That's what you want to keep youthful, your mind. You dig?
And I tell people that all the time. They're like,
Yeah.
hey man, how come like how come you like you act young, you feel young, you kind of look young, you younger than you are. It's like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't really try to stress out.
It's a
too much
mind
shit.
state.
And
Yeah.
I say, hey, you know what? If I say, damn, I'm old, or
Yeah.
I feel old, or like, damn, this is
That
some old
becomes
shit.
your reality.
And you're like, oh, my back hurts. Oh,
Yeah.
let me get up. Like, no, man, that's you know who does that a lot? Jay does that a lot.
Oh.
Jay,
Yeah, my homie Jay. I'm like, bro, you're
Jay-Z.
no.
I don't know who you know, man.
It's just my homie.
You're like up there, so I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
This is no, not Jay Z.
Okay, I got a serious question.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
This is my question. So we're all going through something that everyone on this planet. This is a significant time in many ways. So
Unprecedented.
everyone on this planet is going through the same thing right now.
Except for like the pygmies.
Switzerland and Africa or something. I don't know why that is. But like, what's going to happen after all the shit is over?
After
It
what
was-
is over.
Okay, so like we're all quarantined.
Yeah.
Half the population is losing their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly,
Yeah.
right? The economy is in a situation where it's like almost wartime type shit. Like you remember when the women had to work and because the men, it's almost equivalent to that. Like what's going to happen when everything starts to teeter off? Like what's going to happen when it's August? Because my prediction is August. Because this got to be over by my birthday. First of all.
Selfish.
I
Selfish reasons.
I need to go to the bar.
I say this should last 18 months, bro.
Oh, hell no. There's no way it'll
I'm
last
just-
18 months.
Okay.
No fucking.
Hey, you heard it here
Okay,
first.
wait a minute. You say 18 months. What do you mean? Break it down. How do you mean 18 months? So
Yeah.
we're not even at the top of the bell curve.
No. Okay, that's probably gonna be the last time we hear like be like, oh shit, remember the coronavirus?
So 18 months is like, that's a long fucking time.
Yeah, it's
now.
over a year.
That's
It's not gonna go away. It's not gonna.
Okay,
go away.
so, all right, that's your prediction.
Yeah.
18 months.
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
I'm gonna do mid-May tops.
Mid-May.
Tops.
So why do you say
what's
May?
gonna happen in May though?
Yeah, that's like only a month and a half from now, yeah.
What's gonna happen in May?
Yeah.
Like it's already teetering.
It'll be
off.
back to normal. Well, yeah.
Oh,
it's
back to
Like
normal.
people going to work, all the restaurants back
Yeah,
open.
back to
wow.
normal. It'll be back to normal by then.
You know, in a perfect world, I mean,
Wishful thinking.
Donald Trump says we're gonna be through this shit by
Yeah.
Easter.
He's crazy, bro.
We don't
He's
know.
crazy.
We don't know.
Hey,
If
that's
you could
such
come
a
with,
political move.
if you could
that
come with
gotta
some
read
facts
between
and
the
spin
lines.
it, but the thing is, we
Who's
just
his
don't know.
number one base right now? Strongest base.
I don't know.
Evangelical.
Yeah.
Is it Evan? What? How do you call it?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Easter, Sunday is a very religious holiday.
Yeah,
He's
but,
playing
see,
right
but
to the
there's a couple of things with that. First of all, he can't let. I hate talking about this shit because
Why?
it's like crosses over to politics. I hate it.
No, okay, no.
But
Okay,
I'll give you an opinion.
I just want to know what's gonna when. I just want to know this. Let's rephrase the question.
Okay.
No matter when we think it will end,
Okay.
you're saying 18 months. He's saying May.
Yeah.
I'm saying August.
Yeah.
What is the step after everyone goes to work?
Mm-hmm.
There's not. It's not business as usual.
No.
You have that paranoia
Mm-hmm.
in people's minds because
Right.
there's no cure by then.
Right.
And even if there's a cure, everyone can't get it.
Yeah.
So now you have months and months of instilled paranoia
Mhm.
by the government,
Mhm.
by YouTube, by your neighbors, by social distancing. You have
Yeah.
all this paranoia. So you got people approaching society different.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
You got people engaging in society different. Now you got people that will only do business over here and
Mhm.
people that only do business over here. So like, how do you think this shit is gonna play out for us to go back to normal?
Okay.
Or is there normal ever gonna exist again?
Never again.
Okay.
That's
That's where I'm at.
so. This
Yeah.
thing right here is a test for how the government is gonna interact with the
Yeah.
public. Basically, I think what they're doing, they're conditioning us to be 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Don't gather in groups. If you want to gather in a group, say you go to a baseball game, whatever, you have to be vaccinated. You have to show your card or your little stamp or your tattoo or something like that, or your RFID that's embedded with your vaccination. How's it going to work? You can't have, if it was open in May, you can't have the same 75, 80-year-old guys going to the baseball stadium with people who are 25
Right.
carrying the shit, and then it starts all over again. Like, it doesn't make
Right.
sense. Listen, the fucking media is a fucking hoax.
Mhm.
They fucking blow it out into hysteria, which is a horrible
Mhm.
thing. They're the real virus, I would say.
Media
But-
is the virus.
yeah, but I would say the virus itself is not a hoax.
Okay. Of course.
But I would say that there are some people who maybe have been put on to say, hey, listen to me. Say like celebrities and shit like
Mhm.
that. But I don't think it's ever going to be the same, man. Like, it's not going to be the same. So it's all conditioning to what they
Correct.
want to set us up for the next time. So
Okay.
we're gonna be already used to martial law. We're gonna be used to not going
Mhm.
outside. We're gonna have to check in. We're gonna see more presence of military, more presence of law enforcement.
Mhm.
We're gonna be conditioned to not say anything, stay in your doors. We can tell you when to come out. We can tell you when to go to the store. We're gonna give you money to go to the store, and then you gotta get your ass back home.
Mhm.
So we know where everybody is at one time. You know, and if there's an app just like in China, if
Right.
that can say, hey, I'm going out of my house now,
Mhm.
because these guys check in to go out in
Mhm.
China.
Yeah, they got the whole Good Samaritan point system thing going on.
Oh, really? Do they?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
like a
it's-
Black Mirror type.
It's
shit.
yeah, it is, and it's all
Yeah.
through Alibaba. Like they have an app,
Right.
Alibaba app
Okay.
that they use to check out. Say, hey, I'm going to school,
Okay.
and then that's how they start their day.
All right.
I think it's just all conditioning that to be
What do you
honest.
think, Christian? How you think it's going to
I don't think it's gonna be
go
that
back
extreme.
to normal, if it ever does?
I think it's gonna be sooner than we think. Mid-May.
Okay.
You heard it here first, like you said.
Alright.
Well, we all have our predictions, right?
Yeah.
my prediction is just mid-May things will calm down. I think it'll be back to normal. Hopefully, that's my hope as well. For a whole year, you say? What was your month? You said
18 months.
18 months.
18 months.
That's a long time. But
Yeah.
if this isn't the conditioning for martial law, the next one will be.
Right.
You know, next when 18 months from now comes,
Yeah.
they're gonna have something else that comes
No,
up.
absolutely.
Guys, remember the coronavirus? Same steps. Thank you.
Right.
And then
H2N2.
Right.
and then martial
Virtual.
law comes in effect 100%. You know.
And everybody's, I wouldn't say everybody, but 90% of the people be like, oh yeah, we know what to do now.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly
It's all
what I'm saying.
conditioning, though.
Exactly what I'm saying. Not so quick. I think this is too soon.
This
To
is
be-
a test.
This is a spark to be conditioned or
Yeah.
to be conditioned 100%.
This is
Yeah.
the test. This is what they're going to gauge it on.
Mhm.
Now they're going to say, hey, okay, you know those 20 tanks we got in downtown? We're going to need 20 more because by then it's going to be double population or
Right.
whatever it is. 10 years, now we know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, too, this year, coincidentally, is a census year. You know, come on.
Yeah.
Let's read between the lines. Let's not be
Yeah.
idiots. Let's keep
Well,
it
I
real.
mean, I don't know. I have a whole different theory.
Mhm.
Whole different theory. So, I always wondered, for a long time, how are we going to get into a society that's AI driven? How are we going to get there? That's such a abrasive transition
Yeah.
from humans to technology.
But it's not. So this is what I'm talking about. So and we don't have to stick on this. I'm just saying. So once, like, there's no way to police who has the disease. The only way
There is, though.
No.
Okay.
No, there's not, Travis. I can go
Sure.
to 100 people. I probably wouldn't. I can say if someone's visibly coughing in my face, I'd be like, oh, this motherfucker's sick. But if you go to a baseball game and say, let me look at all these people.
There is.
Even in one section.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
You can.
How?
I'll break it down for you. Okay, so in China, what they have, it was a segue into what I was going to
Okay.
get to.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll start with where I left off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I always wondered, how they're going to transition into the AI generation.
Yeah.
Right. So AI generation is where you take a plethora of information from
Mhm.
each individual person,
Mhm.
and then it becomes part of your economy. It
Mhm.
becomes part of your factual knowledge. It becomes part of what any government, any business will be able to collect and divide into whatever category they want to.
Mhm.
So I believe the quarantine is going to allow the government to restructure the economy, restructure your normal traffic and travel flow, and it is going to probably go around May. He's right. I believe he's right, but it's also going to come back. And because when it comes back in such a strong way, because we aren't quarantining,
Mhm.
and because we aren't taking it as serious, when it
Yeah.
comes back, that's when the real freak out. Long distance type of implementation is going to happen. So
you
my
saw-
prediction
Uh-huh.
is that after it goes away for a little bit,
Yeah.
when it spikes up and comes back,
Mhm.
that's when you'll start to see Congress and new laws implemented to keep the world safe.
Yeah.
That's where I don't think the vaccine, I don't think none of the tracking shit
Mhm.
is the game changer.
Mhm.
I think this and the laws that will be in place will be the game changer.
Mhm.
Like I said before, 9/11 opened up all these new laws, so now they have rights and powers they never had before over process. This is going to give them rights and powers they never had over people.
Right.
You dig?
Yeah.
So I think that what's going to happen is once we finally get out of it around May, and then it comes back and we freak out again,
Something will come back.
and
Whatever.
Yeah.
by
it will.
August there'll be stuff in place where we'll have universal income.
Mhm.
We'll have AI implemented into factories so we can start producing more face masks, more ventilators by technology. And this is where we're going to get that huge leap of workers that are normally in the factories. Now you got robots because it's sanitary.
Yeah.
Now you know your food is good
Yeah.
because there's no humans touching it.
Yeah.
Now you know your cars are good because there's no humans touching it.
Yeah.
Now you know your factory products are good because there's no humans touching
Right.
it. I think this is a perfect segue into virtual reality,
Mhm.
into people staying at home and that becoming the norm.
Mhm.
It's like Wall-E. Remember the movie
Yeah,
Wall-E?
of course.
Good segue. So Wall-E, everyone on that ship was fat, lazy, sitting in their chair. Robots were taking care of them. They were happy. They didn't want to go back to Earth. It was the new way of life, and they didn't know that that was like even their new life.
Option, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that this is a perfect segue into AI and technology.
Yeah.
And think about who sparked this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates.
Well, yeah.
He's a computer guy.
Fuck him, dude.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he sparked this whole shit. ID 2020, he sparked it.
Yeah.
It was his brainchild.
Yeah.
So it's a chess move.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally just the opening to a Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
You did?
Absolutely.
Like this is just a very well placed opening to a chess move. So you get a pawn come out,
Mm-hmm.
boom, the queen comes out,
Mhm.
queen comes out, you got your rook come out,
Yeah.
or not your rook, your knight comes out, and then the shit's gonna happen so fast during the time period where people are so scared that yes, keep us safe. Please give us money.
Please,
Let us
yeah.
pay our bills. Because you're already locked into a credit society.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So like that's why I was saying a couple episodes ago, money doesn't run me. You
Yeah.
feel me? Money doesn't make me happy because the shit is fake.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden
You're
we're
right.
in a situation where we can't go to work and the government is paying us. Now what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Where's your value at?
There's no value.
You feel me?
It's just paper.
Exactly.
And
So
it's
now
not
the
even gonna
rich
be- yeah.
will always have the freedom that's afforded to them
Yeah.
because the more money you have, the more true freedom you have.
Right.
Because if you have money, you can beat any lawyer case, you
Yeah.
can beat any crime,
Yeah.
you can beat anything. That's freedom.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to last until about August.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start to see Congress and the Senate implement rules based solely on this virus,
Yeah.
that's when you start to see what your new reality is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's how I think it's going to move forward.
I'll agree with that. Probably
Reluctantly.
98. No.
Yeah.
90%.
Okay,
I agree
that's
for
what's
sure.
up. Yeah.
But yeah, fuck, man. We have to catch up with this later because there's a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
And it may sound weird to some people, like, but
Right.
yeah, man, this is reality. It's gonna just.
Yeah.
I don't want to say check your news,
No.
but you know what? Do some digging.
Yeah.
Do some
And
digging.
don't be scared, yo. Like you have to. It's like the Marines.
Yeah.
Adjust to any situation.
Yeah.
Keep your sanity. Stay home.
Mhm.
Like things that are out of your control doesn't mean that you're out of control.
Mhm.
It just means that you have to readjust. Our parents did it. Their parents did it.
Mhm.
Their parents before did it.
Yeah.
Our founders of the United States did it before. Change is inevitable. You feel me? It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But be smart about how you change with what's going on. You feel me?
And the smart ones will catch
Yeah,
on. The rest
exactly.
of them will live in fear.
Oh yeah, these kids are built for it. These kids are definitely built for it. Because it's not about us. We're done, dude.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'm only 22.
No. I mean, as far as like our impactful signature, we're done. But what we teach our kids, what we teach our friends, what we teach our cousins, our nephews,
Yep.
that's what's gonna. You got to keep that rebellious Tupac type spirit
Yeah, for
alive.
sure.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Because that's what's going to keep human control alive. Because it's going to a situation where we're not going to have a lot of control. We already gave that up 20 years ago. We didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I'm not in a hateful situation. I'm almost in a excited situation because what's coming is new.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's so new that we can take control of it before they think that they're controlling it. You did?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, I'll agree
Yeah.
with that. Not all the way because I don't believe that, but and for the most part, yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
And since
Y'all not gonna let me.
no, you do. That's all you, player.
Go ahead,
I
bro.
still have mine. What are you on about?
Wait, so you're not pouring now?
I'm on my third drink. Y'all both on. You're on your second. You're on your
This
first.
is, I made
Yeah.
mine pretty stiff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I poured half of that bottle in here, man. This is
Mhm.
Hey, you don't like Mad Dogs? I don't like Patron.
That's true.
So you know what? This is not a drink that I would order.
Hey, don't worry about it.
No more, you know?
Yeah, drink
Like,
what you can handle.
yeah.
Hey,
Drink what I like.
you know what I did buy the other
Drink what you
day?
can handle.
I bought a bottle of Tito's.
Tito's.
I did
It's cute.
because
Wow.
I love Tito's. Tito's is
No,
delicious.
Tito's is bomb. No, disrespect.
And
Tito's
like,
is bomb.
okay, so I went to the liquor store,
Mhm.
and then I didn't even.
Was this after you shaved?
It was.
Yeah.
Let me try this. Let me try this look out the
And
store real quick.
and here comes the kicker. And so like I just handed my card. First of all, there was a girl there.
Yeah.
I handed the card to her. And
Mhm.
she looked at it like she took it. She looked at my card like
Is this from the oldest?
no.
days?
She was like no. She had panic in her eyes like oh fuck I'm touching someone's hand.
Yeah.
Someone's card.
Yeah.
And she looked at the card, looked at me,
Yeah.
and then she was like, She handed it back to me real quick, and she was like, just put it in the machine.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't know.
No, real, like that happened to me tonight when I got this. Dude asked for my ID. I was like, bro, like I'm older than you, and you're for sure 21. Like, why are you fucking with me? He made me go out to the car, pause the line, come back in with my ID, took my ID, tested with his bare fucking hands.
Well, that's great. He is following and abiding by the law.
Bro, the police are looking for a lot more than people trying to buy.
His business could get shut down, Trav.
They're looking.
He's thriving. They're thriving right now.
Listen.
And he's not gonna get caught off of an ID.
They're looking for a lot.
I'm not mad at him.
They're looking
just saying, like, come on.
You sound mad. You said, you know how I know? Because he said, all the way back to the car.
Yeah,
listen, man. They're looking for a lot of black guys right now.
What? They are, bro?
Y'all haven't done a black joke in a minute. I knew it was coming.
So after I get my ID back, I was like, okay, well, we'll put it in the machine. And then I didn't. Then he picks the little thing where you put your pin. It was like he ran it as credit. So I didn't have to put my pin. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, it was one of these little mom and pop stores.
Oh yeah.
And so I get home and I get the. He said, "Do you want the receipt?" I was like, "Yeah. You know what? Give me the receipt."
Put it in the bag.
So he put it in, and I get home and I look at the bill. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, $44. I was like, "What did I buy?" Exactly. I bought a bag of chips.
Okay.
2 sodas, which weren't the full liters, and a bottle of Tito's.
That's $44.
No.
Tito's is $20.
Exactly.
Oh. Yeah, he charged you an extra
motherfucking price gouge me.
$10.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, the prices are. Hey, real talk. A lot of these grocery stores are price gouging.
You know what? Fuck that shit.
Hey, that's
compared to what they're selling. Y'all should. Okay, you know how you go in on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday and there's discounts, right? Yeah. No discounts. They're charging top price for everything. So we need to call these grocery stores out because all these senior citizens, they don't have money to buy 2 fruit cocktails at $2.50 a piece.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, give them a fucking break. Y'all selling like 8 times what you normally
They make
sell.
like $800 a month.
Yeah, it's fucked up, yo.
But anyway, so I came. I was like, what the hell? So I was like, all right, whatever, dude. You know what I did? I just poured a drink. Turned some Netflix on.
There you go. Netflix.
And called it a night.
What you Netflixing and chilling?
No. There's
you like some weird shit.
I do, and I'm gonna tell you about this shit. Let me tell you about this shit because you know since we're all on lockdown.
Right.
Okay, what is it called? Stay at home.
Netflix and chill.
Martial law.
It's not martial law.
Martial law, man.
Yo, it's martial law.
It's
just
a
jump on the freeway, and you gotta go through a military.
It's just a nuance, bro.
It's not there. It's coming.
It is coming.
I'm telling you, I called this shit since a month ago.
This is it.
It's coming.
It's just a nuance.
It's not it yet. It's not it yet.
The Bible isn't claiming
shit
it.
Yet.
Coming.
Wait till the drones come out.
My man.
Wait till the military drones come out. Then y'all gonna be like,
I'm gonna shoot the motherfuckers in with my slingshot.
That's what I'm
with my rubber band gun.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that because they can kill you with no.
They're gonna spray me with the DDT.
Repercussions. With the what?
They're gonna spray me with the DDT.
DDT. What's that?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Break it.
Hey Travis, read a book.
Wow.
Anyways, so
what a shamer. You should be ashamed.
So I came back and I watched Netflix. So there's like 3 or 4 streaming services I use.
Yeah.
I use Netflix.
That's a little obsessive.
Yeah, no, but dude,
which one do you use?
Okay,
Netflix?
I'm gonna tell you. Listen to me, drunk guy.
I'm not even drunk. That's the sad part.
This is sad. Travis.
But can we take another shot? If y'all not gonna drink your drinks, can we take another shot?
Perfect.
At least?
And then let's talk about this shit because I'm gonna get irate right here, and I don't want to get irate.
What does that even mean? You using big words.
Do you remember which was my glass, dude? You're gonna give everybody.
Yeah,
no.
The one in my hand is your glass.
You can give everybody coronavirus.
No.
Patron could.
Black people don't get corona.
You know what?
That's not true because DJ from Texas just died from it.
Who?
Some DJ from Texas.
How old was he? 90?
And that guy, the black.
He wasn't. No, he was.
That guy,
he was
the
like
black actor,
35,
Idris, whatever.
Idris Elba.
He has it.
You know what?
He's not black.
You know what happened today?
No, he got it. He just didn't die. Huh?
You know what?
Died from.
You know what happened to Charlie Sheen?
He got AIDS.
No, that fool tested positive for every disease but coronavirus.
You're a lucky son of a bitch.
Damn, is he lucked out?
Yeah.
My man, Chuck Sheen. Hey, let's take this shot, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, hey.
What up?
Hey, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a podcast over here, my G. Tell Red you be home. You good. Dang, give me the big one this time. Ooh. That's disgusting. Seriously.
Oh man.
It's like that Damn. Yo, bro, it feels like I licked a fucking elk's butt.
Yeah.
An elk's butt?
An elk butt.
Oh, an elk butt.
Oh my god. So.
It's a delicacy in some countries.
Jesus. Yeah, in fucking China.
Switzerland.
Jesus. They got that chocolate, that Swiss chocolate elk butt.
Oh.
So I use Netflix, Prime,
Amazon.
Disney Plus, and I watch Tubi. Look it up; it's free. They show a lot of movies on there. A lot of urban type movies.
What do you watch? Like
Amazon. Oh yeah, I literally have
services.
all of them. It's stupid. I don't even know.
What do you
why.
have?
Plus cable. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, regular cable, ESPN Plus, Disney.
What's regular cable like? Is it nostalgic? It's so
I love it.
They have the home shopping channel.
Yeah.
HSN.
And,
But this is why I got rid of
and
cable.
the cable
10 years
the cable
ago.
guide.
I was
The
buying
cable.
cable for like $100,
Yeah.
$130,
$100.
and I was only watching. Yeah, how much did you pay for cable?
Okay, when I had cable, it was $120.
Exactly. How much you pay for cable?
Jesus.
I pay more than that.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is why I got rid of cable. They offer what 250 channels,
I don't have cable.
but you only watch 3 or 4, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Literally, right? There's
Yeah.
a good. So why am I paying $100 and some to watch a couple channels that I can get for free online? So let me just give y'all the game, okay? For all y'all stuck in the old school way of watching entertainment,
Yeah.
these are the 3 things you need.
Talk to me.
Okay, you need a Fire Stick,
Yes.
you need Netflix for balance,
Okay.
and you need a smart TV. That's it.
Well, if you have a Fire Stick, you need a smart TV.
You do need a smart TV. This is why. This is why.
Okay, tell me why.
Okay, so if for some reason Netflix decides to bump their rates on the smart TVs,
Yeah.
you can get all your streaming channels,
Uh-huh.
and that'll be your device that you'll use other than the Fire Stick. So because I have Amazon Prime, I have Amazon TV and all this other shit. So
Yeah.
you're right, you don't need fucking smart
Didn't I
TV.
just say that?
Yeah, but like every TV is like a smart TV now, and they're like $350. Don't be a cheap broke ass.
No, that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a.
So this is my streaming service. I have Netflix.
Uh-huh.
I have Disney Plus, and that's it. No other streaming service.
Those are
Really?
bad. Those
Yeah.
are bad.
How do you
But I
watch
have
like
a
the
pro-
games?
This is
I have
my
another.
service.
I do
So
the
I
same
have. So shout out to Jay Edwards. He hooked me up with what's that called?
J-E-D-L.
It's called Cracked Streams.
Oh yeah, this
Okay.
sounds like some Jello shit.
Yeah. No, but the shit works flawlessly.
Really?
I watch every NFL game.
Yeah.
HD at work, on my phone, on my monitor, on the computer.
Oh.
It works everywhere.
Yeah.
Fights, everything. It works everywhere.
Every time I've experienced something like your house or whoever's house, it didn't matter. There was always some issue. But the thing is, I had to fight at my house
Yeah.
for my birthday,
Yeah, we
and
don't
I
talk
paid
about
a legit
Yeah.
price to
Yep.
a legit company
Yep.
that
And
I'm
it's still
paying
fucked
for.
up.
That I'm paying for.
Mhm.
And you saw how it was.
We
it
missed
was
the last
horrible.
minute.
It was
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, we ended up watching it on a fucking Android.
And that shit, you're, yeah, at the end,
Which was
right?
insult to injury.
right. It's just like, yeah, dude, it was horrible.
So real talk.
That's like legit.
Yeah.
Well, you're paying for a service.
Exactly. So this is why you don't need a lot of the services, because the best shit to watch on TV is the old shit. Old movies are the classic movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the shit you want to watch right now while you're in quarantine, while you're
Yeah.
locked down. You want that nostalgia feel of old school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when everything was chill. You don't want this new fucking Z Nation, new shows, Ariana Grande type fucking. You don't want that shit. You want that old school, solidified. This was a classic movie. You want that Godfather, Scarface,
Goodfellas.
shit, Goodfellas shit, where everything was
Donnie
natural.
Brasco.
Donnie
Brasco.
Brasco. You want that shit.
Yeah.
And speaking of that shit,
Yeah.
I am about 10 movies in since the quarantine.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
But the quarantine though, like, okay, so you watched 10 movies? Around 10
Yeah,
movies? Okay.
yeah. About 5 new ones and 5 old
Okay,
ones.
so before we talk about it, I want to ask you how you get down. But what are some of the ones that you would recommend that you've watched from that group, and Christian, you
Well,
too.
what genre? Like what?
Like, okay, name the top 3 that stood out to you that you would say, hey, you have to watch this one, because I'm always looking for
Okay, so I have top
recommendations.
3 movies that I recommend to everybody.
Top 3?
Top 3. I have 3 movies that I recommend to everybody.
Okay, only 3.
One recently got swapped out.
Swapped out?
Swapped out, yeah. I had another one that I swapped it out for a new one that's
Okay.
so fucking good.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So the first one I recommend for everyone, and when you watch it, I want you to understand that you're not just watching the movie. You're watching the psychological mind of the people that are in it, and they just won an award for the first time ever. It's a foreign film.
Hold on.
An award.
Let me guess.
Starts with a P.
Parasite.
Asian, right?
Bro,
That's one of
I've
my
been
favorites,
on
bro.
Parasite since a year ago.
Okay.
You feel me? When it first came out, and I told everybody about it.
That's one of
And
mine.
Parasite is so good because it's multi-layered. You think that you're watching the people that are the lowest of the lowest of the low, trying to build their way up into a society that's like at the top, right?
Yeah.
But then midway through the movie, they hit you with another class of people that you didn't even know existed.
Right.
When the Koreans, the North Korean people that were living under the house, took another level. You thought you were looking at the people that live in the shit village,
Right.
and that was the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
And then midway through the movie, you
Don't
hit.
spoiler alert it.
No. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. So that is my number 3. My number
that's
2.
your number 3.
That's my number 3.
Wow. Okay.
Number 2 would be City of God.
Okay.
City of fucking
That's
God.
a great movie.
Now, I know a lot of people don't like foreign films. A lot of people don't like subtitles. But pull your head out of your ass.
But let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Okay, finish. But
Yeah, let me break it down.
All 3 of mine are foreign films.
Okay, yeah. So pull your head out of your ass. Expand your culture a little bit. Realize that we all talk different fucking languages. And take the time to watch City of God. The reason why I love this film is because the energy that comes from this film can't be duplicated by accident.
Right.
You feel me? The people that were in this film barely got paid. But they were so passionate about the story they were trying to tell.
Great movie.
That hands down, it should have been my number 1.
It won a lot of awards, dude.
Yeah, but I got a different number 1.
So hit me with the number 1.
Number 1.
So,
His number 1 recommendation for
just
a movie.
to watch during the quarantine.
Netflix or
Watch
whatever.
during
Yeah.
quarantine.
I got you.
It doesn't matter what.
Alright, so I'm gonna replace
Obviously something that's streaming, sorry.
Yeah. Streaming. Ooh, this is good. So I'm gonna replace my number 1 with something that I recently rewatched with my significant other, and I forgot how good it was.
How is he doing anyway?
He's doing great. No, so Red's favorite movie is now my number 1 because it was that good, and I forgot how good it was. And I'm not a mushy romantic film type of guy.
Yeah. No,
But
So what was it?
No, it's I'm gonna tell you.
Get there,
Love
man.
and Basketball.
Oh, you never liked that one before?
No, I liked it, but I didn't love it.
So you
It was one of those where I watched and I really liked it. I was like, okay, all right, I'm chill on that. It's too- But honestly, Love and Basketball
I was in that.
is where you at? I probably were you in the stands?
Yes.
Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
Finish, man.
Shout out to David Day being in my fucking number 1 movie. Are you really? For real? What part?
Oh my
It was
god.
It was just in the
When she was balling or he
I
was
don't
balling?
remember. It was like
Okay,
20 years ago.
How did you get paid?
Nothing.
Anyways,
I gotta
the reason why this is going to be my number 1 is because sometimes it's hard. Yeah, hear me out though. This point.
I'm listening.
Pay attention to this, guys.
Oh.
All right, so when you're with your significant other during this quarantine, it's hard for you to deal with the differences of genders. They want a little soft approach, you want a little hard approach, you like sports, there's no sports. There's a lot of tensions going on.
In whose
society.
house?
In every
No, Trav.
No?
Not in everyone's, no.
Every other person's house.
Oh.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want
A good majority.
if you want a movie where both of you guys can watch something and
Balance.
this
Love
is
and
the
basketball.
perfect balanced movie to watch. So it's my number 1 right now.
You love it, Trav.
No, because it's a beautiful thing.
There has to be
Because
more
you
movies
can
out there like
watch it as a man and as a guy and be completely satisfied, and a female can watch watch it and be completely satisfied,
So they
but you're
say.
literally watching sports. You're literally watching sports the whole
okay.
time. You
I
feel me?
gotcha.
So it's like the perfect sneaky segue into like keeping everything balanced. So right now during the quarantine, those are my top 3.
Perfect. Parasite.
Love and Basketball, City of God, which is a beautiful love
It is-
story,
it is
but it's
beautiful.
very gangster. So it's like
it's a fucking.
and City
bad
of
movie.
God. Or no,
Parasite.
I'm sorry. And
Parasite.
yeah,
Love and
Parasite.
basketball.
It's okay. Have another shot.
yeah,
Um,
because this is
Christian,
society.
Oh my god.
Christian, what about you, man?
What an asshole.
What am I doing here? Top movies.
Top 3 movies.
Top 3 movies that you would
Yeah,
recommend
fuck
that you've
Keep
seen.
it simple.
No, I'm gonna switch it up and do TV shows because I'm on
Oh, okay, cool.
Hulu.
Okay.
Okay. Take it away.
Because I'm not
Johnny.
watching anything.
I'm just saying,
Besides
like, of
these
your
2
life,
shows.
of your life. We can do
Oh,
TV
my
shows.
life.
Bro. We can
You
do
said
TV
quarantine.
Hear me out.
You guys are making
Hear
no
me out.
sense right now.
No, hear me out. Top 3 movies,
Uh-huh.
just movies, because
Uh-huh.
people got mad time right
That you
now.
would recommend.
Yeah,
for
we'll do
quarantine.
TV shows next.
Give me
But-
a
genre.
Yeah.
Anything.
Okay, of all the genres that there are,
Uh-huh.
just put them top 3.
I'm gonna go to my classics: American Gangster,
Oh,
Training Day.
ooh,
Give me another genre. Romance.
or romance. Do a rom-com, a rom-com.
Oh,
You know what that is.
yeah, I'm aware of what that is. I'm thinking of one. Can I think of a romance comedy? Is that okay?
No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
You know what that is, right?
Romantic comedy.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was 2 months ago. I just was giving it like.
Man, I don't know any of those to be honest. Romance,
All right, what's your
balance,
balance?
Titanic's dope.
Oh,
Dude.
Titanic's
That's
Can't lose
Titanic.
I
You
saw
can't.
that in the theater.
Why did he just get on the board?
It's just selfish as well.
Bro.
There was plenty of room.
Movie Big Ass Up with Kate Winslet.
I know.
Man.
That's slim thick.
For real. Hey.
That is-
Move them booty cheeks over, girl. I would've been like, hey man, scoot over, bro.
I know, yeah. Put your fucking toes in the water.
I could have sworn there was a lot of debris around him too.
I know, like,
So,
yo,
I would've been like, yo, hurry up, my
you
nuts is
already
hanging.
hit. Get in the fucking board.
My nuts is cold,
Yeah.
bro.
Crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, what about TV shows? Go ahead, TV shows.
TV
What
shows.
is this guy?
I don't ever. Yeah. I got hear me out on this one.
Yeah.
Superstore on Hulu. It's a comedy.
Okay.
It's like
What's it about?
it's about a Walmart type setting store,
Mm.
and it's just it's
Okay,
full on.
okay.
It's like nonstop from
Comedy?
yeah, dude. It's
I-
unbelievable.
Who stars in that?
I know Justin something. Speedster
I like
Spencer.
when
I
actors
don't know.
are huge in their TV shows. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know any of them.
They have no shame. You feel me? I've seen it. I know what you're talking
Dude,
about.
that
I
is-
want to watch it, but like,
That
just
shit was
so
fucking
much
hilarious.
shit.
That one and the Good Doctor. The dude from Bates Motel.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I gotta put you.
What's it about?
Yeah. The Good Doctor. He's a
How many seasons?
autistic kid,
Okay.
and but he's a doctor. So he's smarter than
Like the dude get housed with autism.
exactly.
So
he
kinda
comes with
like
ideas.
Two
People put
shows
him down.
mixed into one. Remember?
Like Rain Man.
Well, he was all yeah.
Like Rain Man.